lightweight papers. I also have these inserts are 24-pound inserts. So this is about 20 pages. And then I also have our 20-pound paper. So these are cut to insert size. So you can tell there's a difference in color. The 20-pound has a little bit more of a blue tone to it. But when you cut down the papers, you can kind of see that the 24-pound is thicker than the 20-pound. So if thickness is something you're worried about when using a planner, you would probably want to stay with a lighter weight of paper versus 28-pound paper. So here are the 3 weights side by side. The 28-pound paper is a little bit thicker than the 24, but if I took out the 24, you can see that the 20-pound paper is a lot thinner. It almost looks as if the 28-pound paper is just about twice as much as the 20-pound paper. So again, if you're worried about thickness, you would probably want to use a lighter weight. But if you don't mind having a thicker, fuller planner, then 32-pound is probably, 32 or 28-pound paper is probably the paper you would want to go with. So we also have the other types of paper, as I mentioned earlier, are Bristol, Index, and Cover. So Bristol is one of the lightest weight of cardstock, and it's the most commonly used cardstock. When making dashboards and dividers, most people use the Bristol type paper. It's a lot thicker than regular text, like the everyday office paper. And so I have 2 types of paper here. You can see that there is a color difference. This one is a 67-pound Bristol Cover. It's a mix between Bristol and Cover. So it's a lot thicker than the regular office paper. But if you were to use this 67-pound paper as a dashboard, you would want to make sure that you laminate it, because if you were to leave it as is, the paper would probably rip, or the edges would get worn out, because the paper is kind of thin. But you would want to laminate it to kind of reinforce it, because we do use our planners a lot and we want to make sure like our dashboards and things last. Here is another weight of paper. This one is also Bristol, but this is 100-pound Bristol. So let me show you. I'm not sure if you can see the thicknesses, but the feel you can kind of tell just by